Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I hope my voice is audible. Please let me know in the live chat if my voice is audible. You can type as audible in the live chat. Thank you so much for confirming. I could see a few of them have mentioned as audible. Thank you so much for confirming that I'm audible. Yes, so welcome to today's session. And yes, so in today's session, we're gonna see the review of the mock test 7 that was conducted yesterday, that is day before yesterday, and it ended up yesterday. And we will be seeing the questions which were asked. I will be taking few questions from that, and I'll be solving it. Yes, so I could see few of them have joined right now, like few of them have joined just now. So thank you so much for joining this session. And yes, so in this session particularly, I'll be concentrating on aptitude part, that is the quantitative reasoning and verbal. So this is what I'll be concentrating in today's session. And even tomorrow also you'll be having this session in the evening where we'll be seeing some of the questions. Yes, so in let's get started with today's session. Yeah, so before we start, a little bit about who we are. We have been helping students for past 14 years to realize their dreams, and we have been doing that by training students and upgrading their skills. And we are really happy to help you all with respect to this TCS NQT. We have been doing it for different examinations. So like it could be MNCs or some of the companies, core companies. So we have been doing this for past 14 years, and we are really happy to serve you all. A little bit about myself. My name is Likit, and I have been training students for past 6 years in top universities. I've trained like more than 20,000 plus students. Okay, so let's get started with today's session. And if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, please do join our Telegram channel. The link for the Telegram channel is in the live chat. And also you can just go to your Telegram app, and then you can search for Ethnus Codemithra and you can join the channel, or else you can click that link in the live chat and you can join our channel. So if anyone is new to this session, if anyone is joining for the first time, you can join right now. You can click on that link in the description or else in the live chat, and you can join our channel now so that you can get the updates about the upcoming sessions, quizzes, as well as any information that we get with respect to the examination or like TCS NQT. We will be posting it in that Telegram channel, so you can join that Telegram channel. The link is in the live chat. Okay, so thank you so much. Like I think few of them have mentioned they have joined. Okay, yes. So as I already mentioned in today's session, the three parts, that is numerical ability, reasoning ability, and other one is verbal ability. So these are the three things that we are gonna see. So I'll be taking few questions from the TCS NQT Mock Test 7. So before I start with each one of them, I would want to ask you one question. How was in TCS NQT Mock Test 7? Like if it was easy, you can type easy. If it was difficult, you can type difficult. If it was medium, you can type medium. You can type it in the live chat. So I think most of them who are live right now with us have attended the mock test 7, which was conducted on which started on 21st and it ended on 22nd, that is yesterday. So how was the test? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Or was it medium? You can mention any one of them in the live chat. This is especially with respect to mock test 7. So till now we aren't sure about the sectional cutoff because it depends upon the number of students who are taking the test. So we are not sure about it. Okay, so most of them are saying it's medium. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for your responses. Like majority of them have said it's medium. Thank you. Thank you for responding very quickly. Okay, so we've been doing in the other review sessions, if you haven't watched our other videos, you can go to the channel and you can check in the playlist. There's a list of videos that we have made with respect to the TCS NQT. You can click on that playlist of TCS NQT and you can watch other videos. There are videos with respect to the mock test as well as other masterclass, so you can go and check those videos if you haven't checked yet. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe our channel so that you get the updates regarding whenever we conduct whenever we go live, you'll get an update regarding that. So in numerical ability, we'll be seeing few questions that were asked in mock test 7. So I'll just display that question, which I've taken few from the test, and you can also type your answer, like what answer that you have given in the mock test. You can mention that in the live chat. So let's proceed with that. So let's start with the first question. This was one of the questions that was asked, like, for what value of k is x minus 5 a factor of x cube minus 3x square plus kx minus 10. So this was one of the questions that was asked in the mock test 7, and there are 4 options also: -8, 4, 2 and 1. Okay, so here what answer did you give for this particular question that was asked? Suppose if you have attended, what is that answer that you have selected in the mock test 7? Was it -8, 4, 2 or 1? Okay. So it's a very interesting question, and these kind of questions are also important in the upcoming TCS NQT. So you know, it's good that if you know how to solve this one. So what answer did you give in the mock test? So let me know in the live chat. Once again, let me repeat the question. For what value of k is x minus 5 a factor of x cube minus 3x square plus kx minus 10? So you need to find the value of k here. Okay, so few of them have mentioned -8, few of them have mentioned 2 as answer. Okay, yes, so few of the questions that you're mentioning in the live chat, we'll try to respond it because there's so many questions coming up. We may not be able to do it quickly, but we will try to answer that one by one. Okay, so for this particular question, I could see most of them have mentioned -8 and few of them have mentioned 2 as answer. Let's see what's the correct answer. See, this question is based on the factor theorem, which I'm going to say right now. So what is this factor theorem states? Okay, so according to this factor theorem, so if x minus 1, let me write it down. So if x minus, I can take any variable, x minus t. Let me take x minus t. Okay, so if x minus t is a factor of the function p of x, okay, or an equation p of x, then p of t, okay, if I replace that x with t, will be 0. Okay, so this is what the factor theorem states. Suppose if x minus t is the factor of p of x, then p of t, if I replace in place of x, if I replace it with t, then p of t will be equal to 0. So let's use that over here. In this particular question, the value of t is 5. So if I replace in place of x, if I replace with 5, let's see what we will get. So here p of 5, that's what it is. So p of 5 is equal to, let me replace, even you can also solve simultaneously so that you know we can get the answer quickly. So 5 cube minus 3 into 5 square plus k into 5 minus 10. This is what we get when we substitute the value of x with 5, and we know this is equal to 0 because according to factor theorem, if x minus t is a factor of p of x, then p of t is equal to 0. So let's solve this one. 5 cube is nothing but 125 minus 5 square is 25. 25 into 3 is 75 minus 5k minus 10 is equal to 0. So let me know what's the value of k that you get after solving this equation. You can type your answers in the live chat. What's the answer that you get? 125 minus 75 minus 5k minus 10 is equal to 0. So this is what we get when we substitute the value of x as 5, because that's what is given in the question. So what is the answer? What's the value of k? Let me know in the live chat. What answer do you get? Okay, so if you solve this one, You can type your answers in the live chat. Okay, so let me solve this. So here we have 5k. So let me just start 125 minus 75 is nothing but if we subtract it, 75 we get 50, and again if we subtract 10 we get 40. So 5k is equal to 40 and k is equal to 40 divided by 5, which is nothing but 8. Okay, I'm sorry, here it is minus 40 because when you take it to the other side it becomes minus 40. So minus, and this also will be minus. Yes, so minus 8 is the correct answer. That's what we get as an answer here. I think many of them got minus 8. Okay, so majority of them have got minus 8. Yes, so that's awesome. Minus 8 is the correct answer. And here I would like to say one more thing, okay, with respect to this factor theorem. You might also get one of the factor, like let me just erase this one and let me show you. So instead of this minus, you might also have plus, okay, like you could get x plus t. X plus t is a factor, maybe x plus 5 is a factor. So suppose if x plus t is a factor of p of x, then you should remember one thing: p of minus t will be equal to 0. Okay, so p of minus t will be 0. That means you need to substitute. It's the same thing. I'm just taking minus of minus t. That is what we are taking. So you need to just replace, in place of x, you need to replace it minus t. Like for example, if you have x plus 5, okay, x plus 5 is a factor of this expression, then you need to substitute in place of x, you need to substitute it with minus 5. Okay, you need to substitute with minus 5, that will be equal to 0. So you might get question like that also. It could be either x plus t or x minus t. But remember, if it is x plus t, p of minus t is equal to 0. So this is according to the factor theorem. Okay, so thank you everyone for answering. Like majority of them have said it's majority of them have said it's minus 8 as answer. That's a correct one. So let's see one more question that was asked in the recent the TCS NQT Mock Test 7, and the question is as follows. Yes, this was one of the question, and this question is based on the number system. And let me tell you once again, number system is one of the important concept, in the upcoming TCS NQT mock test. So it's good that if you know most of the problems related to number system. So even in the TCS, the website, the TCS ION, they have mentioned number system as that as one of the topic. So it's important to know the topics, questions that comes under this number system. So this is one of the question under number system. What is the number of possible pairs of p comma q if the number 357p 25q is divisible by both 3 and 5? And there are 4 options. Is it 7 pairs or 6 pairs, 5 pairs, or none of these options? So what answer did you give in the select in the mock test 7? So what is the number of possible pairs of p comma q if the number 357p25q is divisible by both 3 and 5? See, this question I'm just particularly saying about 3 and 5. Okay, so you should know the rules for all other numbers, like other than 3 and 5. So that is the homework that we need to do, that you need to do. So here just 3 and 5 are mentioned. Other numbers you need to find out. Okay, so you can type your answers there in the live chat. What answer did you give in the mock test 7? Okay, so it's a mixed answer. Like few of them have said 6, few of them have mentioned it as 7. Okay, let me tell you what is the answer. Now, what is the number of possible pairs of p and q? See, let me know in the live chat also. Suppose if I take any number here, the given number is 357p25q. This is the number which is given. Generally, if you want to find out whether a number is divisible by 3, then what is that rule? What rule can we apply to identify whether a number is divisible by 3, like the large number? Is there any other way other than just dividing by 3? Is there any other way of finding it out? Let me know in the live chat what method do you use to find out whether a number is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, so you can type your answers in the live chat. Okay. So if you want to find out a number is divisible by 3, you should take the sum of all the in each and every digit. Okay. So if the sum is divisible by 3, the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the entire number is divisible by 3. So here, if I take the sum of each and every number, I'll get 5, 7, 3, 10, 5 plus 5, 10. So 20, 20 plus 2 is 22. So you're going to get 22 plus P plus Q. So this is what we get when you add individual digit. So this should be divisible by 3. Okay. Then we can say that the number is divisible by 3. But there is one more rule here, that is it should also be divisible by 5. So let me know what is the rule for how do you identify whether a number is divisible by 5. So thank you for typing the solution. Okay, so if you want to find out for 5, then the last digit should be either 0 or 5. So that is how we identify. So here Q, the value of Q should be either 0 or 5, then only we can say the number is divisible by 5. So this particular number in this thing, if we take here after taking the sum, here Q should be either 0 or 5. Okay, so suppose if Q is 0, then what will be the sum? We should see whether the sum is divisible by 3 or not. Okay, suppose if Q is 0, what do you get? You get 22 plus P, right? 22 plus P. So here you should start taking the values of P such that the sum will be divisible by 3. So if I take P is equal to 1, I'm going to get 23, but 23 is not divisible by 3, right? So P cannot be equal to 1. Suppose if I take P as 2, then I'll get 24. 22 plus 2 is 24. Yes, 24 is divisible by 3. So you can take the value of P as 2. Other values of P could be, go on adding 3. You're going to get, so 5. Suppose if P is 5, then what will you get? 22 plus 5. What is 22 plus 5? 27. And 27, that's the sum of the digit where Q is 0, is divisible. The sum is divisible by 3. Also, you can take the value of P as 8. Okay. So if you take the value of P as 8, then 22 plus 8 is 30. 30 is divisible by 3. Okay. So I'm not going to increase the value of P because if you see here in these digits, we need a single digit. If I take double digit, it doesn't work out there. So all these are in single digit, right? So I cannot extend it. So these are the 3 possibilities. And suppose if Q was 5, that is one of the rule, right? Q has to be 0 or 5. Suppose if Q is 5, then if you substitute in this, we get 22 plus P plus 5. Okay, so 22 plus P plus 5. So 22 plus P plus 5 is nothing but 27 plus P. So here you have to start taking the value of P so that it is divisible by 3. Okay, definitely it's divisible by 5 because you have taken the value of Q as 5. So 27. Suppose if I don't take the value of P, like if I take the value of P as 0, then you get 27, which is divisible by 3. Then I can take value as 3, so you're going to get 30. Then I'll take one more value, I think I'll take 6. So if I add 6 to that, you're going to get 33. Then I can take one more, that is 9. So if I take 9, I'll get 36. Again, that's divisible by 3. So how many pairs are possible of P and Q? Okay. Suppose if I take Q as 0. Then I'm going to get 2, 0. P value of P is 2, or it could be 5, 0, or it could be 8, 0. So there are 3 possibilities here. Suppose if I take Q as 5. Then P can be 0, or it could be 3, 5, or it could be 6, 5, or it could be 9, 5. So totally these many pairs are possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally 7 pairs are possible. Okay. So I have explained you, in detail each and every step. So that's why it would have taken a little bit time. But when you're solving, try to do most of the things in your mind, like especially taking the value of P. You just have to start thinking and you have to go on adding the number. So you just have to count here itself. Here itself will get the answer. So 1, 2, 3. And here you have 4. So totally 7 pairs are possible. You don't have to write it once again. Okay. So 7 is the correct answer. Whoever has mentioned 7, that's the correct answer. So 7 pairs of P and Q are possible if it is divisible by 3 and 5. So this was one of the question. And once again, let me repeat, number system, question related to number system are very important in upcoming TCS NQT. Okay. Yes, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so this was one of the question asked. A tin of oil was 4 by 5 full. When 6 bottles of oil were taken out from this tin and 4 bottles of oil were poured into it, it was 3 by 4 full. Okay, 3 by 4 of that part was full. Oil of how many bottles can the tin contain? Like all the bottles are of equal volume. So oil of how many bottles can the tin contain? So this was also one of the question. And there are 4 options. Is it 35, 40? Is it 45 or is it 50? Okay. So there are 4 options. You can type your answers in the live chat. You can use any method. So I'm going to tell you the simplest way to solve. So what answer did you get like for this question? If you have attended this question in the test, in the mock test 7, what is the answer that you got? You can mention that in the live chat. I'm going to give you 10 seconds for that. So you can type your answers. Yes. So I think few of them have started giving the So you can use pen and paper, okay, in the examination, but when you're taking the test, make sure that it should be visible that you're working out. It shouldn't be like you are seeing something else. Okay, so it's be careful when you are solving anything. When you're doing rough work, you can do rough work. There is no restriction. But when you're doing rough work in camera, okay, it should be visible that you are doing a rough work. It shouldn't be like you are referring something. Okay, so that is we should be very careful when you are solving. So make sure you are doing a rough work very carefully, but it should be visible that you are doing a rough work. Okay, so for a few of them who have asked it, yes. Okay, so few of them have mentioned, most of them have mentioned 40 as answer. Let's check what's the correct answer. So here I'm going to tell an easier way. Okay, you can just see the question here. Initially the tank was 4 by 5th of the tank was full. Okay, now what happens is 6 bottles of oil were taken out from that. So 6 is taken out and 4 bottles of oil was poured into it. That means what is the difference here? What is the difference in the number of bottles? And since it is mentioned as all the bottles are of equal volume, 6 bottles are removed and again 4 bottles are poured in. So that means there's a difference of 2 bottles. So initially there were 4/5 of the tank. Let's consider 1. Okay, 1 as the unit of like one particular tank. So in that 4 by 5th was there initially. Now 2 bottles is the difference. So this 2 bottle of difference is nothing but the difference between initially what was that amount in the tank and finally what was it. So finally if we see there was 3/5 of the tank was full. Okay, so 3/4 of the tank was full. Now the difference between these two, okay, the difference between these two is nothing but the difference between the number of bottles here. Okay, so let's find what is the difference here. So if I solve this, 4 by 5 minus 3 by 4, I'm going to get 20. So 4 4s are 16 and 5 3s are 15. 16 minus 15 is nothing but 1 by 20. Okay, so this difference of 1 by 20 is the difference between the number of bottles here. So what is the difference in number of bottles? 2 bottles, right? So I will write in this way, the difference in the amount. Okay, difference in the amount, and here is the bottles. So I'm going to take 2 things. So the difference in the amount or the quantity is 1 by 20. This is for the difference of 2 bottles. But suppose if you want to find out for the entire tank, so I'm considering entire tank as 1 unit, right? Out of 1 unit, the difference is 1 by 20. For 1 unit, what is the number of bottles that are required? That's what has been asked here. So oil of how many bottles can fill the tank or the tank contains. So let us cross multiply. So when we cross multiply here, we get 2 divided by 1 by 20, which is equal to 2 into 20, that is equal to 40. So 40 bottles is the correct answer, and many of them have mentioned that. So directly we can solve this. Instead of taking x and y, let the quantity of the tank be x, 4 by 5 of x. So instead of taking x, you can just take the difference between them, that is 4 by 5 and 3 by 4. So 1 by 20th is a difference, and the difference in the number of bottles is 2. So for 1 by 20th of difference, the difference in the bottle is 2. So for, if I can say entire unit, that is 1 unit of the tank, what is the number of bottles required? So 1 into 2 divided by 1 by 20, that will give you the answer as 40. So few of them have mentioned our answer as 40. Very good, whoever has mentioned it. So let's move on to the next question. So this was one of the question asked in the mock test. Yes, A and B are two taps which can fill a tank individually in 10 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. However, there is a leakage at the bottom which can empty a filled tank in 40 minutes. If the tank is empty initially, how much time will both the taps take to fill the tank with the leakage? And there are 4 options. Please let me know in the live chat what answer did you give. You can type out the answer. Yes, so few of the many, most of them have mentioned 8 minutes as answer. Let's check whether 8 minutes is the correct answer or not. A and B are two taps which can fill a tank individually in 10 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. However, there is a leakage at the bottom. So here this is the negative work that is being done, and these two are the positive. So I'm going to consider something which is filling the tank as positive work and something which is going out of the tank as negative work. Okay. So here, first thing, I'll consider the work done as the LCM of these 3 values. So that's the easiest way to solve the problem. LCM of 10, 20 and 40. So LCM of 10, 20 and 40 is nothing but 40. Okay. So this is the first thing I'm going to do. From this, I'll get the efficiency. The efficiency of the tap A, which is filling the tank, is work done by the pipe, that is 40. That is a amount that has to be filled, divided by the time taken. It will take 10 minutes. So here the efficiency of the pipe A is 4. The efficiency of pipe B, what is the work that has to be done, which is 40, divided by what is the time taken by pipe B is 20. So this will be 2. Now talking about the pipe C, they're not mentioned as pipe C. I'm going to consider C, which is the pipe that is leaking the tank. So here 40 is the amount of, let's consider 40 units to be, we need 40 units is the capacity of the tank, divided by here negative work. So it's minus 40. So here we'll get minus 1. Okay, since negative. Now when all 3 are open, okay, when all 3 are working together, all the 3 are open, that's what I mentioned. Still it is leaking. So A, B and C. So here totally 40 units of tank has to be filled. But here the efficiency of combined efficiency, we know it, but we need to find out the time taken by all these things, A, B, C. So this will imply time taken by the tap. That's what is mentioned. How much time will both the taps take to fill the tank with leakage, right? So this will be 40 divided by combined efficiency, that is 4 plus 2 minus 1, which is nothing but 5. So you're going to get the answer as 8 minutes. So 8 minutes is the correct answer. So you can solve by your method. See this solution here, especially 40 by 10, 40 by 20, and you don't need to write it. Okay. So this thing I just wrote for your understanding, but very quickly you should be able to identify the efficiency of all 3 of them. Okay. So first take the LCM of all the 3, that is 10, 20 and 40. You're going to get 40 as the work done. Okay. That is the capacity of the tank. Now find out the individual efficiency. Efficiency of A is 40 divided by 10, work done by time taken. Efficiency of B is 40 divided by 20, work done by time taken, which is 2. Next, efficiency of this particular pipe which is leaking the tank is 40 divided by minus 40, because negative work, right? It is going, the water is going out. So 40 divided by minus 40, which is minus 1. Now combine when all 3 are open. Okay. So that time it will be combined. So 4 plus 2 minus 1. 4 plus 2 minus 1 is nothing but 6 minus 1, which is 5. So that is the combined efficiency. Now time taken to fill is 40 divided by, that is the total capacity of the tank. That's the work that all the 3 pipes need to do, divided by 5. 5 is the combined efficiency. Now here you be very careful. The pipe which is leaking, you should see whether its efficiency is more or less. Definitely in this particular question, it is taking 40 minutes to leak the tank. That means its efficiency is very low. Suppose if the efficiency of the pipe which is leaking is very high, that means the time taken is very less. That means definitely the tank will not be full, right? Every time when you fill the water, it leaks. So obviously it can never be full. But here it can be, because the efficiency of the pipe which is leaking the tank is very, very less. Okay, so we're going to get the answer as 8 minutes. So 8 minutes is the correct answer. So let's see the next question. So there are different methods of solving. This is the easiest one which I have mentioned. Okay, so this was one of the question asked in the mock test 7. There is a 60% increase in an amount in 6 years at simple interest. What will be the compound interest on rupees 12,000 after 3 years at the same rate of interest? Okay, so there are 4 options here. Is it 2,160 or 3,120, 3,972 or 6,240? So it's a problem based on simple interest and compound interest. So there is a 60% increase in an amount in 6 years at simple interest. What will be the compound interest on rupees 12,000 after 6 years at the same rate of interest? Okay, so you can also type your answers, the answers that that you selected in the mock test 7. Okay, so let me tell you the solution for this problem. So first thing they have asked here, they have said is 6 years simple interest. So that is what they have mentioned, and there is a 60% increase. Okay. So suppose if I take the amount that has been invested as rupees 100, then 60% increase in amount, definitely that interest will be 60% of 100, which is rupees 60. Okay, which is rupees 60 here. So this is the simple interest, and the EN is also given as 6 years. What will be the rate of what will be the compound interest on rupees 12,000? They are asking compound interest on rupees 12,000 after 3 years. The time also is given with the same rate of interest. So let's find the rate of interest for this particular thing. We know that the simple interest formula is PTR by 100. Okay, so this is a simple interest formula. Okay, so let's substitute here. So in this, if we substitute the value of P as 100, T as 6, that is the time here. Okay, this is the time. I mentioned it as N, so you can mention it as time T. Okay, so if we see here this one, and if you substitute all these values, you're going to get the value of R. You can also type the answer in the live chat. What's the answer that you get? So here it is 60 into 100 divided by 100 into 6. So 100 and 100 gets cancelled. 60 divided by 6, that is what you get. So we'll get 10. So 10% is the correct answer. Okay, now I mean that's the rate of interest. So compound interest formula, like compound interest formula, if you want to write it down, it is nothing but P into 1 minus R by 100 to the power of N minus P. So this is the formula for compound interest. So let's substitute here. Here they have given the value, right, for 12,000. So we need to substitute here 12,000 into 1 minus 10 by 100 to the power of years, 3 years minus 12,000, sorry. So solve this and you'll get the answer. So let me know in the live chat what is the answer that you get here. So you can type out your answers. What is the answer for compound interest that you get? So the 3 zeros of 1200 will get cancelled with 3 zeros of the denominator in that bracket, inside the bracket. Okay, so see, these things we can do in your mind only. 1 minus, it will be 100 minus 10 divided by 100, which is you can or else you can cancel it out. This is what we can do. So 1 minus 1 by 10, and you're gonna get the answer here. I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. It's not minus, it's plus. Okay, thank you for mentioning, because few of them have mentioned. Okay, sorry for that. It's plus. I just missed that one value. It's it's not 1 minus, it's 1 plus. Okay, so few of them have already mentioned it. Most of them are saying it's 3972. That is what most of them are saying. Okay, good. So if you solve this here, 1 by 10, which is 0.1, or you can 11 cube is what you get here, divided by 10 cube. So in the 10 cube, 3 zeros will get cancelled. So you're gonna get 12 into 11 cube. Remember, it is always 1331. So it's always good to know at least for till 20 cube all the values minus 12000. So this is what you're gonna get the answer here. So let's solve this one. 12 into 1331, you can just solve it. I think you're gonna get some certain value like 15972 minus 1200 is what you get here. So finally you're gonna get the answer as 3972. So most of them have mentioned this answer. Very good. Okay, thank you for mentioning that. Okay, so let's move on to the next. So 3972 is the correct answer for this particular problem. I think it was option C. That's the correct answer here. Sorry for this. Make sure you don't make this mistake which I made just now, especially with respect to the formula. So it is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power of N. Okay, I'm sorry for that mistake. Yes. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So the next question is on the screen. So we'll see some of the reasoning question. Before that, if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, please make sure you have joined our Telegram channel. So the Telegram channel link is on the live chat. It's also in the description. The reason why we are saying you to why I'm saying to join this Telegram channel is because you get the updates about the upcoming live sessions and also the webinars, and also you'll have some of the quiz in the Telegram channel. So it's the best place for us to communicate at once, so that you all get the information at the right time. So you can join this Telegram channel. The link is in the live chat. Okay, so here is the next. Let's see the next part of it. Next, some of the questions that were asked. Let's see the reasoning ability question. Okay, so this was one of the question asked. So fill in the blank with an appropriate option. So there are 4 alphanumeric terms given. So you need to find the 5th one. So Q1F, S2E, U6D, W21C. So what is the next term? So that is the question asked. So let me know the answer in the live chat. What is the answer that you get? What's the answer that you have got? And I'm going to tell you the solution also for this question. Q1F, S2E, U6D, W21C. Okay, and these type of questions are important in upcoming TCS NQT, especially the series based problem. Okay, so let's try to find the solution for this problem. Okay, so here is the solution. Sorry. Now, if you see the first letter, that is Q, S, U, W. So there's a difference of 1 here. Q, in the reverse order, if you see, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y. So there's a difference of 1 letter here. So definitely it should be Y. So option D is eliminated. So it should be 1 among these 3. So let's see the last letter. So I don't think so we need to see the last letter because all the options are having B. So let's see the numbers here. The first one, 1. So here there's a series. If I take only the numbers from this series, so 1, 2, 6, 21. So what is the next one? And there should be some kind of pattern here. 1 and 2, the difference is 1, 2 and 6, the difference is 4, and 6, 21, and 6, the difference is 15. So I don't find any difference over there. You can please let me know the answer in the live chat. What answer do you get in this series? If you continue in this series, what's the next one that you get here? The calculator, for whoever has asked for the calculator, yes, there will be a virtual calculator that you need to use on the screen. Okay, not the physical calculator. You can use a virtual calculator which will be there on the screen. Okay. Yes. So 1, 2, 6, 21. And what is the next number that you need to find out? See here, one of the pattern. So whenever the number is multiplying too much, that means there should be some addition and multiplication, a combination of these two operations. So here in this particular problem, it is 1 plus 1, which is 2 into 1. This is going to give you this second one. Okay, next one will be 2. You're going to get 6, right? So it is no, not a 1. 1 plus 1, 6. 1 plus 1 into 1 is going to get 2. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. Then 6 plus 1. Just a minute. Yes, so let me see some of the answers that you have given. Okay, so few of them have mentioned it. Okay, yes, exactly. It's not plus, it's multiplication. Okay, so let me erase this one. Okay, so 1 into 1 plus 1 is going to get you 2. So if I want to get next one, so it is 2 into 2 plus 2. I think you're going to get 6. Yes. So 6. And again, if I want to get 21, then I have to go for the next one. 6 into 3, which is 18. And 18 plus 3 will be 21. Yes. So this is the pattern that you get here. From this pattern, you can go for the next one. So let me know what is the next one, next answer. Let me see in the live chat what are the answers that we have given. Yeah, many of them have mentioned 88 is what I could see. 88B, option C is what most of them have mentioned. Very good. So yeah, regarding scientific calculator, when we are not sure about it, will it be a scientific calculator or not? Okay. Yes. So let's see what's the next one, next pattern here. So the next one will be 21 into 4 plus 4. This is what you get. Okay, 21 into 4 plus 4. So 21 into 4 plus 4 will be 21 into 4 is 84. 84 plus 4 is 88. Okay, so 88 is the correct answer. So option C is the correct answer for this question. So let's see one more. Okay, so this question: 7 books, physics, chemistry, biology, maths, geography, English, and Hindi are kept in a straight line. Maths is to the right of Hindi. Biology is between physics and chemistry. Geography is between English and maths. There are 3 books between Hindi and chemistry. Which book is kept on extreme left? Okay, this was one of the question asked. Let me know what is the answer that you have selected, what you have given. So you can type your answers in the live chat. Let's try to solve this problem. So they have mentioned there are 7 books, so there should be 7 spaces here. I don't find any definite conditions here, but I can start with the number of spaces. See here, they have given there are 3 books between Hindi and chemistry. So that will give an idea that let me place 3 books between these 2 books. So I'll take Hindi and chemistry. Between these two, there is 3 spaces. So I'll start filling those. I can see here maths is to the right of Hindi. So I'll consider this side as right and this side as left. So maths is towards the right of Hindi. So math will be here. The other spaces you need to fill. Biology is between physics and chemistry. Chemistry is already here. So biology is between these 2. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces are already filled. So there should be 2 spaces here. Geography is between English and maths. That's what they mentioned. So math is already here. So geography should be here. It should be between English and maths. Okay. So we have filled the one. Now the other 2 things here. anything which is left out. Biology is between physics and chemistry. This is left out. Chemistry is already here. Biology is between physics and chemistry. So we have filled almost all the possible books here, the subjects, the books. And the question asked is, which book is kept on the extreme left? So we have considered this side as left, right? So Hindi is the one which is at the extreme left. So that is the correct answer. So the correct answer is option B, Hindi. That's the correct answer. That is the book which is at the extreme left. Okay, so there are the other questions also can be framed with the same arrangement. So this is the correct arrangement as you can see on the screen. So this is the correct arrangement. First is Hindi, maths, geography, English, chemistry, biology and physics. So I'm sure like most of them would have given the answer as Hindi. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so this was one of the question. A large cube is painted on all 6 faces. The opposite faces are painted with the same color. 3 colors, red, blue and green, are used. The cube is cut into 216 small identical cubes. Find the number of small cubes that have only one face painted either blue or green. Okay, and the similar kind of problem I have solved in one of the masterclass. Please go and refer that. I request everyone to check all the masterclass videos that we have completed. So you can go and check it once again and you can practice. So in that I have one of the session I have mentioned about the cubes also. So let's try to find the answer for this one. So you need to know the formulas for the number of faces painted. So here they have mentioned the number of small cubes that have only one face painted. Okay, one face painted. So remember this, the formula for one face painted cube. That means the identical smaller cubes. Once a bigger cube is cut into equal number of cubes, if you want to find the number of cubes that are painted on only one face in that, then the formula is 6 into n minus 2 the whole square. Remember this, where n is the number of the smaller cubes that you can say. Okay, number of sides in the bigger cube. If you take one h, how many cubes are there? Okay, not number of cubes. For example, here they are given 216 smaller cubes are there, right? So split it into 3 parts. So when you split 216 into 3 parts, you get 6 into 6 into 6. So this is the value of n. So this is the value of n. Okay, remember this. The value of n is, once you split that the total number of cubes into 3 equal parts, 6 into 6. Here in this case it is 6 into 6 into 6. So the value of n is 6 here. Okay, so let's substitute that here. And if you substitute here, we get 6 into 6 minus 2 the whole square, which is equal to 6 into 4 square, 16 into 6. That is what you get here. So this is what you get. 96 is the total number of cubes that are painted on only one face. Now they are saying like either blue or green. Okay, so either blue or green. In this 96, if I divide into 3 parts, that is the 3 different colors. One is blue, another one is green, another one is, I think it's red. Okay, so in this you have to divide this into 3 parts equally. So if I divide this into equal parts, it will be 32, right? So 32 of them are blue, 32 of them are green, and 32 of them are red. Okay, now they are asking either blue or green. That means the combination of these two will be the answer. So 32 plus 32 is nothing but 64. So 64 is the correct answer. That means there are 64 either blue or green. Okay, or means always addition. Okay, so 32 plus 32, blue or green, is 64. So 64 is the correct answer. I think the correct answer is, yeah, option B is the correct answer. So this is how we solve the problem. Remember the formula, 6 into n minus 2 the whole square. This formula is for one face painted. In that small cubes, one face painted. Similarly, 2 face painted, there is one more formula. 3 face painted, there is one more formula. I would request you to do a small research on that. I have also solved this related to this in one of the master class. You can check that one as well. Okay, so correct answer is 64. So let's move on to the next question. So the next question, that one of the question that was asked. Yes. Study the following arrangement and answer the question given, which of the following is the fifth to the left of the 13th from the right end of the above arrangement. Okay, so let's solve this one. First start from here, 13th from the right end of the above arrangement. So from, let's consider this as the right hand and this as the left hand. So that's how when you see that, you know, right hand will be obviously towards your right hand side, right? So 13th from here, let's count it. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you get O. And from here, fifth to the left. So left again will be towards this side, towards your left hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna get dollar. So that is the correct answer. Okay, so sometimes we might get confused again, left we might go to the other side here. So that is what we need to be very careful of. So you can just take a screenshot of this and you can practice once again. I'm not going to take much time in this problem. So correct answer is dollar. Okay, so let's see the next question. The next question is on the screen. Okay, so find out the wrong number in the series. Okay, is it 2, 3, 10, 40, 172, 885, 5346? So I'm going to give you 20 seconds for this problem. You can just check it out. What's the answer that you gave in the mock test 7 for this question? Which number has an error here that has been wrongly written in this series? There is some connection between each of these numbers, but one particular number is not obeying that pattern. So which is that number? So you can just type your answers in the live chat. Okay, so few of them have started giving the answers. Okay, so let's see what's the correct answer. The pattern here is, if you see the numbers are multiplying, so definitely there should be something with respect to multiplication, and it could be combination of multiplication and addition. Okay, this is a common type of series. So if I take the second one, that is 2, and I need here 3 here, so definitely it should be something like 2 plus 1, right? So 2 plus 1 is something you get here. So I'm going to write here 2 plus 1, that will get you 3. Now I'll write 3 here, but I want 10 here. Okay, so if I want 10 here, then it should be something like 3. If I take 3 square, or maybe 3 into, because already I have added on top. So 3 plus if I take 2, then I'll get 5, and 5 into 2 will give me 10. Yes, so I'm going to take that number 3 plus 2, which is 5, and 5 into 2. So definitely here it should be 1. Next, let me take 10 and check. So 10 plus 3 into 3. What's the answer here? 13 into 3. 13 into 3, I think it's 9, 3, 1. 39 is what you get. So which is not a part of a series, but let's check whether the other number will follow. Then we can be sure that this will be the correct pattern. So 39, the next number will be 4 into 4. So if you add 39 to 4, you're gonna get 43, and 43 into 4, if you do 12, 16 plus 1, 17. So yes, you get 172. That means definitely this is a number which has to be replaced with, that's a wrong number, so it should be replaced with 39. So 40 is the correct answer, which is option C. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. I'm sure most of them would have given the answer as well. Okay, so let's thank you for the answers that you're giving. So I request you to type out the answers in the live chat. Okay, so this was one of the question answers, and I would suggest that this is one of the important question. I mean, this type of question, especially coding and decoding. If GO is equal to 32, CHE is equal to 49, then SOME will be equal to what? Okay, so this is a question asked. If GO is equal to 32, SHE is equal to 49, then SOME will be equal to what? So this is a question asked. Okay, so here one thing you need to understand is that whenever a series of letters is equated to number, then there has to be some relation with respect to the numbers assigned to these letters in a alphabetical order. Like A is assigned as 1, B will be 2, C will be 3, so on up to Z is equal to 26. So you need to know the numbers for the respective letters starting from A is equal to 1. That is very, very important. Okay, so please remember those numbers starting from A is equal to 1, Z is equal to 26. So in this case, so you can take a screenshot of this also. So I'm going to show you that. Yeah, you can take a screenshot of this where starting from A is equal to 1 to Z is equal to 26. Remember all these numbers with the respective letters. Okay, so especially remember these: E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20, and Y 25. So you need to remember that E, J, O, T, Y. Okay, so with respect to that, you can easily find out the other one. Also, you can make up some stories and the connection between the letters and the numbers. For example, T20, it's easy to remember, right? And something like that. You can make up your own word and the respective number. L and 12, somewhat like rhyming, L12. So like that, you can just go on, and you need to do this by yourself so that you remember it all the time. Okay, so suppose if you take in this pattern for GO, G should be 7. Okay, G7. And O is nothing but 15, right? So O 15. So 7 plus 15, if you take sum of this, you should get 32. But 7 and 15, if you add, I think you're going to get 22, right? Yes, you are getting 22 here, not 32. That means this is not in the pattern. It is not in the alphabetical order. If that is the case, then there is one of the chances it could be in the reverse order also. Like A is 26, B is 25. Okay, from Z the numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So this one possibility is there. So remembering from both the side is little bit difficult, right? Like you would have already fixed in your mind like G is 7. So again, remembering some other number as 7, it is little bit confusing. So instead of that, what you can do is you can remember the respective numbers on the other side. Like for example, the other number, which is the symmetric number, symmetric letter will be Z. Okay, so A is Z. You can remember like that. B, Y. So that will be easy to get the answer. So remember this also. I'm going to show you that as well. Yes, you can remember these letters. Okay, you can frame a stories also with respect like AZ, BY, CX, DW. So that will help you to get the remember very quickly rather than again assigning the numbers from Z from backwards. Okay, so here when you see this letter, that is G and O. Okay, so G, it's G is 7, right? But you need to know what is the other letter with respect to that. So G we have here as GT. Okay, GT, and we know what is the number for T. T is 20. Okay, so G will be 20 here. If I start assigning the numbers from Z, Z is equal to 1, then Y as 2, X as 3, W 4, V 5, like that. If I start assigning the numbers, then definitely the value of G will be 20. The number assigned to G will be 20. Similarly, let's go for O. We know that O is 15, but here we are going from reverse order. And here you need to remember LO are the complementary pairs, or the symmetric, you can say symmetric pairs or complementary pairs, LO. So we know for O is 15. So obviously, if you go in the reverse order, you need to take the value of L. And L, it's 12, right? So I'm going to consider O as 12. Okay. Instead of assigning, I'm just taking this pairs and seeing what is the other number for the other letter. So if I add these two, I'm going to get 32. So yes, so this is actually in the reverse order we have been assigned. So why I asked you to remember this, so that you don't get confused with it and you get the answer very quickly. Let's find out for SHE also, so that, let's see whether we're going to get the same thing or not. SHE. Okay. We know that for S it is 19. But if you want to go in the reverse order, see the pair here. We have HS. And what is the number assigned for H? It is 8. What is the number assigned for H? The complementary pair of that. That is S. And S is 19. E. And we know that for E, it is nothing but EV. So for V, we have 22. So 22. So add this, see whether you're going to get 49. Yes, you're going to get 49 here. So let's find out for SOME. Okay. So SOME. Just a minute. So you can also type the answer. If you're told you already got the answer, you can type the answer here. Just a minute. Yes. So let's find out for SOME. SOME. S is nothing but, we know the complementary letter is H. So for H it is 8. O we know it is L. So 12. M it is N. So MN. And N it is 14. And E it is V. So complementary pair is E. V. So V is 20. So let's add all this and you're going to get the answer. Let me know what is the answer that you get. Okay. 8 plus 12 plus 14 plus 22. So that will be the sum of it. So you can select the answer 8 plus 12 plus 14 plus. Let me know the answer in the live chat. Okay, so few of them have mentioned. Yes, that's the correct answer. You're gonna get the answer as 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56. 56 is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so let's see some of the verbal questions now. Some of the verbal questions that has been that was asked in the mock test 7. And once again, before that, if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, please join our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel name is Ethnus Codemithra, so that we can send, if at all we want to convey any message, we can convey it in a single place, so that is in Telegram channel. So it will be very helpful for us to communicate to you all at the same time. So that's why you can join this Telegram channel, Ethnus Codemithra. So let's see some of the verbal questions that was asked. Yes, so this was one of the question asked. In the following question, 4 alternatives are given for the idiom phrase, and you need to find out which one is suitable for this. So here the sentence given is, we cannot depend on him for this assignment as it needs careful handling and he is like a bull in a china shop. Okay, so this is the idiom given, and which one is the correct one. So let me tell you the meaning of this, a bull in a china shop. Here china shop is nothing but the not exactly the Chinese electronic shop, but it is the china ware shop, you know, like the crockeries and all we get right from the china ware. So that is the meaning of the china shop here, a bull in a china shop. And so which is very delicate, right? All the items in that china ware or in that crockeries, it's very delicate. So if suppose if a bull is in a china in that crockery or in that china ware shop, so definitely there are chances that everything goes off or drops off. If you're referring to a person as a bull in a china ware, that means that person drops the utensils or that china ware very easily. So that's why that's kind of a person you are referring to. And among these options, not a tactful, no, not a nonsense, and felicitatious, not, that also doesn't suit. Clumsy is the one which is almost like near to it. Clumsy is a person who is a little bit of careless and who breaks things, who is not that careful about the things. You refer to a person as a clumsy person who is not that much who is very careless, and who breaks things, who doesn't handle it in a right way, is a person who is a clumsy person. So correct answer is a clumsy person here. Okay, so we are referring, when you refer a person, a bull in a china shop, don't think that it's an electronic shop. It's a shop with the crockeries or the china ware, and the person is the one who is breaking things there. So clumsy person is the correct answer. Okay, so like that, many other idioms are there. I request you to at least know few of the idioms. Every day you can just learn one idiom that will help you to know the meaning for almost most of the idioms. Then, so this was one of the question asked. What is the synonym of beckoned? So what is the synonym of beckoned? Yes. So yeah, let me tell you the meaning. It's nothing but called. Okay, the synonym of beckoned is called. Call is the synonym of beckoned. So called is the correct one. Not accused, not sent, not equated. It is called. Okay, so let's see one of the question asked in yes. So fill in the blanks with appropriate word. The reward was not commensurate dash the work done by us. So whenever you have commensurate as a word, the following word will always be with. Okay, the reward was not commensurate dash the work done by us. So that is with. Okay, with is the correct one. Not on, not for, not upon. So whenever you have the word commensurate, you will have the word following, will have with following this word commensurate. So that's the correct answer, which is with. So this was one of the question that was asked in the TCS NQT Mock Test 7. So let's see one more question. Yeah, spot the error. Gulliver's Travels are indeed an interesting book. No error. So which part of the sentence has error? Let me know in the live chat which one did you select. Which part of the sentence has an error? Is it the first one, second one, third one, or fourth one? If you're referring to fourth one, that means there's no error in that statement. That is the first three block. Okay, if there is no error in the first three parts, then you can mention as no error. So you need to spot the error here. So which one did you select? Is it the first one, second one, third, or fourth one? Let me know in the live chat. Okay, yes, so as most of them have spotted out, correct answer is here. The error is in the second part, R. It shouldn't be R, it should be is, because Gulliver's Travels. So that is a singular, right? It's referring to one particular book. It's one book, even though there is like a plural thing inside in the name of it. It is a single book, right? So Gulliver's Travels. It's one particular book, so that's why it should be is. So Gulliver's Travels is indeed an interesting book, not are. So that's a subject verb agreement. So answer is in the the error is in the second part. That's why the answer is 2. So here it is option B. That's the correct answer. Okay, thank you for mentioning it in the live chat. Okay, so here is the next question. In the following question, 4 alternatives are given. So you need to select which one is correct. Communicative English is the Achilles heel for the job aspirants. Okay, so which one is correct? So not Achilles, Achilles heel for the job aspirants. So which one is the correct one? Is it the first one, source of that's weak spot? Does Achilles means a weak spot, or is it source of strength, or what they cherish most, or top priority? Okay, so let me tell you the answer for this one. Communicating English is Achilles heel for the job aspirant. Achilles is nothing but one of the Greek character. So if anyone is mentioning Achilles heel, that means they're mentioning a weak spot of it, okay, or the something which is the negative one. So the correct answer here is the weak spot, that is option A. So you can do a little bit research on this Achilles heel. So that's a name with respect to Greek character. Okay, and whenever anyone is mentioning Achilles heel, that means it is a weak spot. So these were some of the questions that was asked in the mock test 7. I'm sure like most of them would have written the answer for whatever the question we have discussed, and I hope the mock test was very helpful. Let me know in the live chat, how did you feel about the mock test, because we conducted 7 mock tests. Is there anyone who has attended all the 7 mock tests? Let us know that also in the live chat. And how did you feel about the mock test? Was it interesting, or like how was it helpful for you guys? So you can just type it out in the live chat so that you will know how was the mock test and was it helpful for you or not. And if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, make sure you join it. Join the channel right now. So the link is there in the live chat. You can click on that link and you can join right now, or also you can get the link in the description also. In the video description, you will have that link. You can click on that and you can join, or you can go to the Telegram app and you can search for Ethnus Codemithra and you can join the channel, where you get the details and know about the upcoming webinars and the live sessions. Okay. Yes. So, few other things that to be mentioned about tomorrow. We have the session tomorrow also in the evening, where we're gonna see what are the questions that this is with respect to tomorrow, because tomorrow also there will be tomorrow is the first day of the TCS NQT, right? So we're gonna see like what are the areas, where you need to concentrate on, which areas the questions are asked more. So we're gonna see regarding that in the tomorrow session, and it will be related to the tomorrow's NQT exam that a few of them would be writing. So we'll be seeing about what are the areas that you need to concentrate on. We'll be discussing about that in the tomorrow session. So it's very important. So please do join tomorrow's session. We will be sharing the details regarding that in the Telegram channel, and also we will also be sending you a form where you can actually share your views and regarding the examination. How did you feel? How did you feel about the NQT, TCS NQT, the actual NQT? And also regarding that, you can mention in the Google form, and all, which will help us to come up with more and more sessions. So we'll also have the questions in that form, where we'll get to know like what are the things that we need to do in the upcoming session, so that it will be beneficial for you all. So you can fill that form, and the form will be sent to you tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be sharing that form with you, where you can fill the details, so that we'll also have an idea like what are the expectation that the students are having regarding what are the sessions that you guys need in future. And in the next week we'll definitely have session related to the resume and also the interview skills. So make sure you have joined, you have subscribed our channel, so that you get the updates when we go live. And any doubt, you can just contact us, and here are the details on the screen. You can reach us anytime. You can please do subscribe and press that bell icon. And because most of them who are attending this session, they have like almost like 50% they are not subscribed yet, so please click on that subscribe button. And yes, so form will be shared with you tomorrow, where you can tell your views, and also about the TCS NQT you can share us regarding that also, and how did you find about our mock test and all that thing. And tomorrow evening we will meet once again with the review session regarding what are the areas that you need to concentrate on in the TCS NQT. So I hope today's session was really helpful. Thank you so much for being with us for 1 hour 15 minutes, and I hope this session was really helpful, and I wish all the very best for whoever is writing the test tomorrow, TCS NQT test tomorrow. All the very best. Do well, and yes, so thank you so much for attending. So this is Likith signing off. Thank you.